That rotation looks like it's starting to strengthen now, just south of Fayetteville.
This is your time to take shelter before it gets to your area.
Maybe some small hail up to the size of quarters with that one.
Alerting Arkansas, sponsored by American Storm Shelters and McClarty Daniel.
With its violent rotating column of air that can reach up to 200 miles per hour, a tornado is one of nature's most destructive storms. The most powerful tornadoes can tear down buildings, throw cars in the air, lift houses off their foundations, or even tip over trains. There are many myths and questions about tornado season in the natural state, so let's answer a few. Number 1, let's start with a big myth here in Arkansas. Can tornadoes cross rivers and mountains? The answer is simple, yes. Tornadoes can develop at any time and any place if the conditions are favorable. Tornadoes are driven by a very strong circulation that is high up in the atmosphere, usually around 15,000 to 30,000 feet. And what the terrain is like at the ground, including the Ozarks, doesn't stop them from forming or even slow them down. The most recent example of a tornado crossing both a river and a mountain in Arkansas was the 2014 Mayflower-Vilonia tornado. The tornado ended up crossing over the Ozarks, Lake Maumelle, the Arkansas River, and Lake Conway without missing a beat. Number 2, why does it seem like most tornadoes hit Arkansas during the nighttime? It seems like we see more thunderstorms than tornadoes after dark, but in fact, according to the National Weather Service, most of the tornadoes that have happened in northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have actually occurred during daylight hours based on tornado records from 1950 to 2002. In fact, 67% of confirmed tornadoes happened between 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., and then 48% happened from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. The reason why we have more activity after dark than other locations further west is likely tied to the fact that severe thunderstorms often develop during the heat of the day, which is in the middle, late afternoon hours when the capping inversion is the weakest. Thunderstorms that develop in the mid-late afternoon hours must travel across Oklahoma to reach Arkansas, and if they develop far enough west, that will result in them moving into western Arkansas after dark, and the more likely tornadic ingredients may not be in place any longer. So if these storms do produce tornadoes, they're typically on the weak side and very short-lived. So that explains why there aren't a lot of EF3 or higher tornadoes reported in our area. Number 3, who has the most tornadoes in northwest Arkansas and the River Valley? Here is a look at the number of tornadoes that occurred in each county from 1950 through 2011. Out of all the counties in northwest Arkansas and the River Valley, LaFleur County has had the most tornadoes reported, while Bentonville falls second. Last but not least, how are tornadoes even rated? Tornadoes come in all different shapes and sizes, and it's not a simple and easy process to rate a tornado. The only way to determine the strength of the tornado is through damage assessments. The National Weather Service categorizes tornadoes by a number rating, from 0 to 5 after assessing the damage. Tornadoes are ranked using the enhanced FUJITA scale, which is an updated version of the original FUJITA scale developed by T. Theodore FUJITA. The EF scale takes into account more components than the original F scale did when assigning a wind speed rating to a tornado. The EF scale incorporates 28 damage indicators known as DIs, which includes the building type, structures, and trees. For each damage indicator, there are 8 degrees of damage, known as DODs, ranging from the beginning of visible damage to complete destruction of the damage indicator. The most important thing to note with an EF scale is that a tornado's assigned rating is strictly an estimate based on the damage that was associated with the tornado. Covering the weather where you live, I'm 5 News meteorologist Michelle Trotter.
And tomorrow night will help you prepare your severe weather ready plan no matter where you are. Alerting Arkansas continues all week long.
Such good information to know this. I know we repeat this a lot, but you know what, guys? We have to do this now that we're moving into this season.
And when those moments come, all of a sudden it's here, right? And then you've got to go in that mode where you think, okay, I got to make sure my family's safe. What do I do next? Tomorrow night, we'll take a closer look at trying to help you build that safety plan in case maybe you've moved, maybe you're in a different house, maybe you've got different life circumstances right now. We'll help you with that.
Yeah, that's great because it has to be instinctual, right? And the only way to get it to that point is to practice it before you need it.
That's right.
No severe weather this week, though.
No, we're good. I like this for